Hey compassionate carnivores, in today's video, people are going to be sharing their inspiring stories. And they only have
4 minutes. We're going to try to aim for 4 minutes. We're going to share a link, and it's a free-for-all, and you can click the link, and it's first come, first serve. We're not going to get to everyone, so I always feel bad when we do this. Have you done this with me before?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I used to do this every Saturday night. It was Carnivore Open Mic. Now it's the rebranded Carnivore Power Hour. Thank you, Bill Knott. Bill Knott's idea that I stole from him. So we're going to share that in a minute. But first, we have an announcement. Can you guys hear us okay? I hope you can hear us okay. It looks like the audio is working. Emma, what do you have to announce?
We have a meetup coming up in South Carolina, Charleston, February 21st. So if you guys are in the area, you should come. We'll have a link down below that you guys can get your tickets. We're going to have a lot of amazing speakers there.
Including Dr. Kiltz is joining us now, and Dr. Nelson.
Oh.
HealingHumanity.movie/event if you want to join us in Charleston, South Carolina. You know why this is exciting, Emma? Because that's our last meetup.
No.
Before the movie comes
out. Oh, before the movie, yeah.
And there's one other announcement. My friend, Jenny Middich, and myself, and Jen, that's your mom.
Oh, really?
And maybe Emma will go too, but Emma's not going. We're going to be at a carnivore meetup and screening of Cholesterol Code, which is an awesome looking documentary from Dave Feldman. I'm looking forward to see it. Monday, April 13th, Schaumburg, Illinois. Do you see what's next to the Cholesterol Code right there, Emma? Brazilian Steakhouse. Join us. I don't know if I have that link in the description below. I'll add that link, but if you want to join us, just Google Carnivore Meetup, Schaumburg, Illinois, Cholesterol Code, and you should be able to find the link for that.
What's that?
Emma, ask me what's this.
What's that?
This is the finished, 100% color graded, completed, 100% done, Healing Humanity, the Power of a Proper Human Diet documentary that I spent hours yesterday and today turning into a DCP format and putting it onto our projector. It took like 3 hours to ingest it into the projector. And then I proceeded to watch the entire thing. Emma, ask me when the documentary is going to be done.
When's the documentary going to be done?
Well, we just ran out of time. No, it's going to be done. It is done.
It's done, but
it is done. Ask me.
When's it going to stream?
Where can I watch it?
When can I watch it?
We are going to be announcing it very, very, very soon. Like, this is all coming together faster than we thought. People were asking us last year, and we're like, next year sometime. We're just barely in February, and we're going to be having an announcement very, very soon. And Healing Humanity, the Power of a Proper Human Diet, is going to be available at movie theaters, not just around the country, around the world. And then after that, streaming, and our goal is to have it accessible to everyone. But I'll tell you what, I just watched it on the big screen. Emma has yet to watch it. Katie watched it. Alyssa watched it. Jen's seen it 5 times now. Emma's going to be watching it next, so stay tuned for that. You ready to do this thing?
Yeah.
To kick things off, before I'm going to share this and give some people, if you're brave and you want to come on, please try to limit it to 4 minutes.
I have a timer too.
Emma's going to put her timer on right now, and Emma's going to demonstrate because she's going to share her story. Right, Emma?
Yeah. I talk fast already, so I can easily say it.
Yeah, she's going to be done real quick. So I'm going to post in the chat. Oh, before we announce that, you had to shout out your thing here quick.
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
What is this?
What the heck is that?
So I want to shout this out real quick because my sister Katie and I work really hard on it. We hand make 100% natural tallow-based products. We have whipped tallow body butter and vanilla, lavender, and unscented. And now we have a new product. What is that?
Proper hair hold.
Proper hair hold. You want to talk about it? Because this is the one you use.
Not really.
He uses this every single day. So you've been using it for like 2 years now?
Probably a year and a half. I've used it every single day, except now I'm an idiot and I'm wearing a hat. But it is legit. It is clean. Instead of using mousse or gel or other stuff that's got a bunch of chemicals in it, you can use that. Emma and Katie make this up. It's from our 6th generation farmer neighbor. You're supporting a 6th generation farmer. You're also supporting some young carnivore entrepreneurs. Link in the description below, properhairhold.com, and it'll also be available on compassionatecarnivore.store very soon.
Yes.
And do you have any other special offers, or what do they do if they want to get your Compassionate Carnivore stuff?
Yes, I have a special offer. 1 second. I got to remember what
While she's pulling that up, I am posting a link in the description, a link in the chat. Free for all. Who you got to jump on? You got to share your story before we pick somebody. Emma's going to quickly share her story. And what do you got there?
Okay.
Carnivore.store.
I have you can use code TALLOW15 for 15% off and 2 free lip balms. That's what I've been using right now. I'm using the vanilla one right now. The vanilla and peppermint one is my favorite. Okay. I need a sip of water before.
Becky says, Emma, hey girl, hey Carrie.
Hey.
We got the real Dr. Nelson. Hello, Dr. Nelson. I miss you guys. I wish I could have made it out. They had a big event in Tampa. The 2nd annual Kilts meetup.
To go there.
Next year. I'm sad that I missed it, but I'm glad that I was here because I was able to get the documentary on the DCP tested on the big screen.
Okay, shall I start?
Emma is going to share. This is an example of what we're looking for on the Carnivore Power Hour live. Share your story. You have 4 minutes. Emma, go.
Okay, so before I was carnivore, I was vegan for almost 5 years. I became vegan because I didn't believe an animal had to die for me to eat. And being vegan, I suffered a lot. I was miserable. My skin started to break out. It got worse and worse. I had acne all over my whole face and back. I felt so ugly and I hated how I looked. And I barely ever left the house. I think it's because I was self-conscious of how I looked. And then I started having anxiety where I couldn't hold eye contact with people. So then I never left the house. And the only place I went was school, and even there, I slept through most of my classes because I was so physically drained. I was like a zombie. I went to bed around 5 or 6 p.m. every single day because I was so physically exhausted. I was so miserable. I didn't want to be alive anymore. And one day, I saw my dad. He watched this YouTuber, Rigno Freedom, Dante.
Dante Ferrigno, shout out, the greatest of all time.
Yeah, this man completely changed his life from eating meat. Which one am I supposed to look in?
That one.
Oh, my bad. He completely changed his life from just eating meat. And then my dad wanted to try that. And of course, me being vegan, I was like, great, more animals. But if it would make him happy, I really hope that it'd make him happy because he struggled with bad depression. Anyway, a few weeks into carnivore, he started to become a whole new person and he became happy. And I wanted to be happy too, but I knew I couldn't because I didn't believe the animal had to die for me to eat. But then I learned the truth. Millions of animals suffer and die awful, horrible deaths from pesticide poisoning and farming equipment. And it's the saddest thing ever. So that broke my heart. All those years, I thought I was compassionate for the animals. And it turns out I could eat one cow that came from a good, loving, humane place and get hundreds of meals from it. So then I became carnivore. A few weeks into carnivore, my acne started to clear. I tried everything. I went to dermatologists, expensive skincare, every single thing. And by just doing carnivore, and I have to shout this out because tallow was a big part of it. The reason I started CompassionateCarnivore.store is because this tallow has been game changer for my acne. So then my acne started to go away. That was crazy. I started to have so much energy. I started being able to hold eye contact with people, wanting to go places. I became bubbly and could talk to people now. And so it's so life transforming. I'm now so energetic and I can talk to people and my skin is clear and I am truly happy. Okay.
Time.
I still have 1 minute and 35 seconds. So now I'm going to sing a song.
Go ahead. She's going to sing a song
I'm just
now.
kidding.
What's it going to be?
I don't know.
Something.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé. Go.
Birds flying high.
Hey, we've got.
Know how. Oh.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
She was singing "Birds Flying High." We have our first very brave individual that's going to share her story, and she happens to be an amazing individual and good friend. Becky.
Guys,
How are you?
I really just want to get on and say hi because I miss you guys and love you so much.
Oh,
well, we could do that too. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing wonderful, doing amazing.
Good.
Watched the Healing Humanity documentary on the big screen. It's finally done. Couldn't be happier. Hanging out with you and Emma. How are you?
I'm fabulous. I'm so excited about this. I'm definitely saving my money to come to Montello. I wanted to go May Hack Your Health or whatever that is. But I'm like, nah, I'm saving my money. I got a summer vacation coming as well. So just want to save it. But I'll tell my story real fast.
Yeah, let's go.
I was beyond 250. I've lost 70 pounds so far. I originally started to lose weight, but after a week, I was able to literally walk without pain for the first time in 2 years. I had sciatica incredibly bad. I also had fibroids that kept me in bed. I was severely depressed. I drank a lot. When I drank, I didn't drink all the time, but alcohol was a problem for me. Oh my gosh, there's a million things. Psoriatic arthritis, psoriasis, high blood pressure. Everything was through the roof. Once I started Carnivore, it was just, I didn't do it for the healing. I didn't know about the healing. I just got on, watched Homestead How. It was 2.5 years ago, just about. And that whole day I spent about 8 hours with YouTube on all day long, Dr. Barry, Homestead How. And I was convicted that very day, and I went and bought some food, and I started that day and been on it ever since, and I'm never going.
Wow.
No looking back.
No looking back.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about your story, Becky, too, is you said that you didn't really know that this was for healing, right? And I feel like that's the case for so many people. Like you and I, we have family members and loved ones and people you tell about it. And that's oftentimes what I hear from them. Oh, I don't need to lose weight. And it's like, no, it's not weight loss. Like you will lose weight, but it's for the healing. Like you heal everything else. And it's kind of sad because so many people don't even realize they need healing. They don't even realize they're walking around sick or have issues and things like that.
Well, I mean, my recent update, I know you've heard on the lives when we talk, but so my daughter, she's 13. She started in October and she researches on her own. She sends me podcasts all the time. She's very strict. She looks at ingredients on everything, even citric acid in the element drink. She's like, I can't have that. And she's doing so good. And she's just thriving. And it all started because my videos I watch every day, the being connected to this community and the way that I feed my family. I would always feed them carnivore foods anyway, or carnivore cheesecake or carnivore pizza, carnivore lasagna. And now it's amazing. I'm so proud of her.
That's
so
awesome.
amazing.
What do you have any advice, Becky? Because I get so many parents saying, gosh, I just want my kids to eat this way. And it's difficult. It's really hard. Do you have any advice for someone that wants, maybe they have a teenager or 13-year-old and they want them to eat this way?
I think the most important thing is do what I've been doing. I have very strict rules around here. No sugar, none of this. I'm not cooking you anything with any junk in it. And I just made sure all the meals were good enough for them. Like, for instance, the carnivore lasagna. I recently discovered a carnivore enchiladas. We always make roast. I always do everything I can to make it. And I'm also a Christian. I try to be as biblical as possible too. So not eating hybrid foods, hybrid vegetables. Learning all about that as well is something that it's just so easy not to have vegetables in the house because the majority of almost everything is hybrid. And Leviticus 19:19 clearly states that we're not supposed to mingle our seeds. So it's merely, I'm not only the one. My sister-in-law is doing carnivore now. Everybody is just coming to this realization that this food that we're eating is just crap. And I don't know if they'll stick to it. I know my daughter will, and my husband's great. Tonight we had ribs and steak for dinner. So it's very affordable. All you need, we could do the ground beef and eggs, mix in some Teton sausages. There's carnivore chili. There's so many things that as a family you can make for your entire family. And it's actually less expensive than it is if you purchase all that other junk. So, yeah.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you and your daughter. I always think back, like, could you imagine if I found this at age 13? Or you found it what, 16, 17?
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. to go from that all the way through. I always am hopeful too. Like all my girls are doing this now. Katie's a little bit more ketovore, but she's eating a proper human diet.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing that I'm happy about is at least they know about it. And they, God forbid, if they come off of it, they have it as a tool.
Yeah, that's what he always says. You
Tool in the
always have it in your
toolbox.
toolbox. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't have that tool. I never would have imagined in a million years
And
all the
it's
healing
one
from the
thing
food.
about carnivore as well as it cleans up everything in your life. The clothes I wear, even Emma was talking about this last week. Like wearing only cotton or linen and things like that. I'm doing my very best when I go to thrift stores to try to find one piece at a time. I can't change my entire wardrobe in one day, but I do cotton sheets. There is a scientific and a spiritual thing about that. Even Leviticus 19:19 talks about not mixing the certain linen and wool together because of the different frequencies and stuff. It's really deep stuff.
Right.
Getting into circadian rhythm, waking up of a morning, looking at the sun, making sure you see the last sun of the day. Just cleaning up your household. It's just a major spiritual growth experience I've had.
I 100% for us too. And for so many people I've interviewed, it's like you do this and your relationship with God becomes stronger because you're present and you have the energy. And it's like prior to this, it was hard to just get off the couch or do anything sort of thing. But I've seen that over and over again. And I think since last week, haven't you made more changes? Didn't you change your?
Yeah, we're trying to like for laundry detergent and soap and shampoo and conditioner. Now we just got a natural laundry detergent, but I want to learn how to make it myself. But I wanted to support a small business in town, so I bought it, and it's absolutely amazing. So we're trying to make small changes, like sponges too. I hear you can get a bamboo, a bristle one, so I want to do that too. But we're just trying to do it slowly, changing it.
I used to make my own laundry soap. I need to start doing that again. It's not hard to do.
I think it saves so much money too.
That'd be a good video too if you went through and just showed everything that you've been swapping over. I've been doing it with the clothes too. It's expensive though, but slowly.
Yeah.
Getting more natural clothes too. So
you feel better. There's that plastic we wear every day, that polyester and all that junk. It's just so horrible for us.
Yeah.
Then everything's chemically treated, even rayon. You're thinking, oh, I'm getting rayon, but it's chemically treated. So who's to say those chemicals aren't getting into your body? I know I may sound extreme to some people. Some people are like, whatever. But I want everything to be as pure as possible because that way I'm closer to God and the natural way that he created us to be.
100%. I feel like everyone that's sick in the world, it's just getting away from what is natural.
Exactly.
More chemicals and more garbage. And it's so clear too, if you take a step back and look at it, the further away you get from natural, the sicker people are getting. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. Awesome. Thank you so much, Becky, for sharing.
Bye, you guys. Love ya.
Yeah, I love you too. Can't wait to see you.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Montello soon.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Awesome. She's the best. All right. Before we go to the next one, Emma, we have a couple questions here real quick, super fast. Tell me where to find your products.
CompassionateCarnivore.store.
CompassionateCarnivore.store. We got I can't wait to see the Healing Humanity documentary very, very soon. Dr. Nelson, I see my picture. Yes, you are in, Dr. Nelson. Oh, we just ran out of time. Never mind. No, I'm just joking.
He always has the best jokes.
Sugar Bear Motorsport says, I will sell your hair products in my barbershop in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh.
There you go. This is a question for Emma. Does being carnivore help autoimmune disease?
Yes.
Next question. Yes, 100%. I've heard it help so many people with autoimmune disease. Geez, I could name some examples. There's so many. My best advice is Google autoimmune carnivore. Dr. Barry's got a bunch of videos. Dr. Chafee's got a bunch of videos. Sandy says, Emma's skin just glows.
Oh, thank you.
The documentary is done, 100%. Carrie, can you tell us your testimony of what you ate to lose weight? Did you do fasting? Thank you, sir. I did a proper human diet. I have fasted from time to time, but The weight loss is a natural side effect of healing your body. I healed my body by returning to a proper human diet. I ate beef, butter, bacon, eggs. I did a carnivore diet. My weight naturally came off as a side effect of that, but everything else healed. Things Sugar Bear Motorsports that you don't even realize need healing will healing. Like a lot of us are walking around with fatty livers. A lot of us are walking around with visceral fat. A lot of us are walking around with systemic inflammation throughout our body, and all of those things go away on carnivore, and then you heal and your body goes to its natural weight. I have fasted from time to time, but not for weight loss, just for autophagy and cell regeneration. All right, we got another guest. You ready on the Carnivore Power Hour for our next guest, Emma?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to do this one all by yourself.
Drum roll. Do you have a drum roll?
I don't have a drum roll, but I have this. We're cheering for Thomas.
Hey.
How's it going, buddy?
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing amazing.
How
Emma's
you
doing
doing,
good.
Emma?
I'm doing good, thank you.
No problem. It's nice meeting you finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Thomas has an amazing YouTube channel, Target Prime Rib. You're interviewing a whole bunch of people,
yeah,
but I want everyone to go to Thomas's channel, subscribe to his YouTube channel, give him some love over there. But we want to hear your story, Thomas. For those that haven't heard it, can you share your carnivore story and where you're at right now?
well, yeah. I mean, it's still a journey. It's going to be a journey for a long time. You know, I always feel that every time you feel like you've improved, there's more improvement every time. You know, and I started off type 2 diabetic neuropathy. It caused me to end up losing. I lost all 5 of my toes on my right foot. I lost about a small portion of my heel bone in my left foot. It ended up causing me to have an infection, which caused me to be paralyzed in the hospital and in rehab for about 3 months. So I went through a lot. I had to relearn how to walk. I had to relearn how to do everything. I now, when weather is nice, I actually go around with a weighted vest on my back, and I walk around for about like 3 miles around the track. And I'm actually starting to work more and more and close to getting to a full-time status and getting out of doing like disability and everything. So it's a journey. And, you know, and I even got more confidence. If you asked me 5 years ago if I'd ever be, you know, doing my own channel and doing interviews, I would have to say that you're crazy. And, you know, and then now that I've interviewed some really wonderful guests, including this Carrie Man and Jen Man. So, you know, it's a fun journey and everything. And, you know, you have some ups and downs, but the journey is what's important. It's just keep on doing, keep on trucking, you know? Right.
Thomas, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel and start interviewing people?
I didn't go, I'm going to have to say probably you did, believe it or not. You were the first person I ever talked to, communicated with an email, and I think it just spiraled from there. And eventually I just was like, you know what, if I can tell Carrie my story, why can't I tell other people my story? And I just went on. I mean, the biggest fear I had was having my family find out. But then I just kind of thought to myself, if they find out, they find out, you know, but I want the story to go out there. And, you know, it had to start with something, you know, it was just me telling my journey basically. And then eventually I was like, you know, one day I was like to myself, like, you know, I like to do interviews. And so I started doing lives, and eventually I started doing interviews, and then they became what they're like one-on-one interviews, you know. And, you know, I love having people on and I just got finished with Barbara, Crochet Grandma, doing an interview with her. So I'm always taken back by all my guests. You know, I don't think, you know, I think it's all of our stories that make the journey, you know, like doctors help and everything like that. But I think it's everybody's individual story that is what really inspires everybody. And I don't think there's nobody too small or too big. You know,
absolutely.
You know.
Thomas, one last question I have for you.
Okay.
What advice would you give to someone who's never heard of any of this, but they have type 2 diabetes? and their doctor told them, you know, it's just a fluke. It's just the way your body handles carbohydrates, insulin. You just take this medication. What advice would you have for someone with type 2 diabetes?
I mean, that's hard to say because my advice would be do carnivore, would be the ultimate advice. But the thing is not everybody gets it, you know, and, you know, I was lucky. I think most of us are lucky. We get the blinders taken off and we get into a realization that this just makes sense, you know, but there's so many people that are just so much into the blinders and they're just so much into, you know, just the belief system that they have that like what they've been told is what is real. And no one questions like, oh, well, I've been told, you know, if I'm getting bad results, maybe the advice I've been giving isn't any good. And let's try a new method. Let's try this, you know, and it just doesn't always happen that way, you know. And you know, so the advice I give them is give carnivore a try. You know, at least 30 days. I think 90 days is better. You know, give it a try. If you feel better, then keep on going. You know, but don't, you know, if you're willing to give other things a try, like the other thing didn't help for you, try this. It helped me, you know, and maybe it might not help what you were expecting it to, but it's going to help something. You know, look at everything that's out there. Don't just look at weight loss. Don't just look, I mean, like Emma, your skin got better, right? And everything. And did you expect it to get better on carnivore? Probably
I was
not.
really hoping so. Yeah, I saw
You were
videos
hoping,
that
but did you
healed
expect?
other
But
people.
it happened, and so it was a bonus, right?
Yeah,
So you know, just you know, and Carrie, I'm sure you had stuff that you didn't expect happen, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's just go with the journey. Just keep on getting better, you know. Like I keep on saying, like I still have a lot of improvement, but the thing is, in my opinion, I've improved a lot since a year ago. You know, since over.
Well, I don't like to get dark, but just imagine. I always, for myself personally, I'm like, what if I didn't do this? Because in my brain, I'm always like, well, if I just stayed like this, but I wasn't staying like this when I wasn't doing this. I was going down, 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 down. And so I always like to imagine for people that are like, you know, I'm scared to start carnivore. I knowing what I know now, I'd be scared not to start carnivore and continue doing what I was doing before because I was going downhill quick.
Yeah. No, I agree. So, I agree. I you know, I think that you know, to give it a shot and everything like that. And what's the worst you're going to lose? You lose some time where you eat nothing but steaks and burgers and stuff. Like, I mean, what's
right? Like, could be worse things in the world, right?
Oh no, I didn't have my Pop-Tarts, you know.
I know it's like if you do it for 30 days too. It's so quick. It goes by so quick. It seems like, oh, that's so long, 30 days. It goes by so quick in the grand scheme of things.
Even the 90 days goes by quick. Never mind the 30. Even the 90, like I can't believe I went 1 year already.
You're over a year already. Yeah.
Yeah. I was 1 year when I interviewed Jen. On that day,
amazing.
Our anniversary, you know. And
Stevie Carmack said, Thomas is doing great. I can't imagine his uphill climb. Reaching the point of amputations is definitely a triumphant battle at his point.
Thank you. Thank you, CB.
That's what I like about you, Thomas, too. I feel like you're battling. You're always sharing your story. You're always in the community. You're always being supportive to others. And it's like, it's pretty awesome. It's like, there's Thomas. He's right there. Where a lot of people might be like, oh, I'll do this a little bit here or there, but you're dedicated. That's probably the word I'm looking for.
I don't like to tell the negativity, but I think the negativity is just as important as the positivity because, you know, some people get like the wrong impression, you know, and carnivore is not a quick fix. It's a fix, but it's not a quick fix. And not everything is going to be overnight. You know, I still have insulin resistance. I still take insulin, but the amount I take is like far less than even half. You know, it's, you know, I would say by this time next year, I'm definitely going to be without insulin. I'm definitely going to be, you know, like fully reversed. I know it. And, but, you know, so I want people to, I don't want people to come into Carnivore and say, oh, well, next week, it's going to reverse everything for me. And I'm going to lose like 900 pounds and I'm going to be all better and everything like that. No, it doesn't work that way, you know?
Right.
And
it's good to remember too, like how much damage you did over your body over years. For me, it was 42 years of damage. So if it takes a couple of years to heal 42 years of damage, that's a pretty good deal. It's actually pretty miraculous how the body ends up healing, even if it takes a while for that healing to come through.
I mean, I discovered I was diabetic at 30. Okay. And I'm 53 now. I'll be 54 in September. And that's 23 years with diabetes. And it's obvious I probably had stuff wrong with me like 20 years before that even. So we're talking about almost 40 years myself or more.
Yeah.
So if you do the math. So yeah, I mean, I think most of us have done a lot of damage to ourselves. And the longer we've done the damage, the longer it's going to take to heal. Definitely.
Yeah. Bill said something like that. Remember that?
Oh,
the larger the... Hey, nice. Representing.
And I got the
Everyone, make sure you're subscribed to Bill Knott's channel too.
Yes. Yeah,
got a video coming out soon.
You got to love Bill.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate you coming on and sharing.
Yep. I hope to see you guys soon. So,
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Nice have a good night. We'll see you.
Nice talking to you. Nice meeting you again, Emma.
Yeah. Bye.
Awesome. All right. We have a question from Sugar Beet Motorsports. This is a question for Emma. Where do I learn about the proper human diet? I'm ready to do a 90-day transformation.
Ooh, I say go on YouTube and look up Dr. Barry 100% and watch his videos. And then just watch other people too to get inspired. I say the best thing to do to start off is meal plan. Plan what you're going to eat the next day. And that'll help you stay on track 100%.
Yeah, Dr. Barry's got some amazing videos on every topic you could imagine because Sugar Bear Motorsports, you're going to have lots of questions, which is good. You might have questions like, what about fiber? Or maybe you had gout. What about gout? And if you go on YouTube, it is amazing. There's answers. All of those questions have been asked and answered. Gout and carnivore, Dr. Barry's done a video on it.
Yeah, he has the exact thing, like how to start off, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
All the tips. Like
Dr. Chafee's got some great videos too. There's all sorts of videos out there about getting started, eating a proper human diet. And not to do a shameless plug, I'm saying this because one of the biggest issues I've seen with people trying to start eating a proper human diet is they need community because you're doing this alone. You're eating a proper human diet and all your friends are eating cupcakes and brownies and you're really going at it alone. And sometimes you have questions that it's very hard to answer these questions in a little comment like you just posted because we have follow-up questions. What are you doing? What else are you doing? So that's why we started healinghumanity.life. There is a promo code you can use, link in the description below. You can get 50% off your first month. But that would be my other advice for you is join a community. And there's free communities out there as well. We got Dr. Nelson in here. Dr. Kiltz has a free community. There's Facebook groups. When I started Carnivore, Emma, do you know what my free community was? Dante Ferrigno's YouTube channel. I just watched Dante Ferrigno all the time. I was in the chat. I was talking. I had questions, stuff like that. That was my community. So there can be free community, but I think it's a pretty darn good deal for $15 for 30 days. We do 12 Zoom calls a week. We have doctors, experts, individuals. A lot of people might just need 30 days and then they're like, I'm good. But we do a Q&A every Tuesday with Coach Lisa. We've got doctors and experts on Wednesdays. We do an Inspire Together on Thursday. We have our Breaking Addictions calls. And I'm just volunteering Emma. She's going to start joining on some of those calls pretty soon.
Yeah.
She's going to be a special guest.
Oh, sure.
I think Adam's in the chat. Adam, we got to book Emma on healinghumanity.life. Stay tuned. All right, we're ready for our next?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Hello, Lane. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, it's me. You might know me from Saturday Night Live with Homestead House Carrie Mann. Or
how you doing?
I'm good. It's been since November. I saw you in November.
November. I was gonna say it's hard to see on my screen. It's a little thing, but you look like a familiar face.
Yeah, I am. I'm a familiar face because I was the reason you did it that Friday night. You weren't going to do one again. You were wondering if you were going to do one, and then I text that I couldn't do it the Friday before. Yeah, okay, it's all coming back now, right?
Got to do it one more time. Yeah, and now here we are doing the Carnivore Power Hour version with Emma.
Yeah, exactly, with Emma. See that my wife loves you, by the way. I mean,
Aw.
not that I don't, but I'm just, just letting you know.
Aw, thank
And
you.
since November, my wife has gone 90% carnivore now.
Oh, that's
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And my
we've
dog
been
is
doing-
100%. My dog,
Yeah.
100% carnivore now.
You said your dog is 100% too?
My dog is 100% carnivore now. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
How's the dog doing?
So much better. Like no problems anymore.
That's amazing.
Everyone's got to get their dog on a proper doggy
And
diet.
cats.
I think
And
so.
cats.
Yeah.
It's our dogs have been, it's incredible. I feel like I'm overhyping it, but I'm not.
No.
They're
No.
literally like little puppies again. They're running around. They
The
got
fur
this
is so
zoomies.
soft.
So much better.
Yeah, this dog ended up in my backyard just over 2 years ago, and we tried to find the owner, couldn't find the owner. So we kept it, and it had all kinds of problems: heartworm, ringworm,
Oh.
cancer, has cancer on its hip, and all kinds of things. And at first I'm thinking, yay, free dog. And I said, yeah, well, $2,000 later,
Oh,
So Lane, do you mind
Yeah.
sharing your carnivore story?
My carnivore story. Yeah, I will tell you. My story is says I was 213. I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". I was 213, quite distended belly. I lost 54 pounds in my first 4 months. 27, the half of that I got in the first month.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah,
pound
wow.
a day almost.
wow.
It was a pound a day up till the first 3 weeks. Yeah. And so at 3 weeks, I went to my doctor and I said, yeah, did you notice my weight? And nobody noticed my weight. I said, didn't
What?
you notice my weight?
Uh.
So he's like, hang on. So he looks back and he's like, wow, you lost like 20 pounds. I said, no, I lost 21 pounds. And then, he's like, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm going to tell you. Are you ready? He's like, yeah, I'm ready. I said, I'm doing the carnivore diet. I said, go ahead. Let the lecture begin.
Did you go like this?
I was taunting him. And he said, no, you won't get a lecture from me on the carnivore diet. I went, what?
Wow.
He's like, yeah, no. He says, I have other patients that are on carnivore and they're doing great. He said, if
that's
that keeps
awesome.
up, I won't have any more patients.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got a good doctor.
I have an excellent doctor.
That's amazing. And unfortunately kind of rare, but amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And so I asked him why, like, what was the biggest thing that made him just finally just flip? And he said he had a patient who's actually the father of his nurse. And he had Parkinson's. He couldn't walk, like he shuffled, like high blood pressure, 6 shots of insulin a day, like all the thing, like just had everything, he said. And he ended up driving himself to Florida to go water skiing with his friends, cut his toe and had to come in to see him. And he's like off his insulin, off his blood pressure meds. He's off of everything. So he couldn't not say carnivore worked anymore. He just couldn't.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's one thing, Lane, like, I know I talk about the documentary all the time, but that's one thing I'm excited about is really in the documentary celebrating doctors like that. I even say it like these doctors are paving a new pathway. They found a different way. People are truly healing. And it's so important, I think, that we celebrate these doctors and lift up their voices. So I remember Dr. Barry saying when we interviewed him, he's like, Carrie, imagine all the thousands and thousands of young people that decided to become a doctor because they wanted to heal people. And then they go through all this training, all this schooling, and they get there and they hand them a prescription pad and that's it. It's like you're a robot now. And they wanted to heal people. And that's why it's so important to celebrate and honor these good doctors that are paving this new pathway.
Yeah, like they end up in a system and they can't do anything outside of the system. So they're stuck. And they just bought a new house. What are they going to do?
Right. Yeah. Their hands are tied.
Yeah.
They wanted to do this for healing. And it's got to be demoralizing too. The more I think about it too, just like with all this crazy AI stuff that's coming out, it's like, if you're a doctor and the only thing you do is like, okay, your blood pressure's this, you're on this statin. This number's this, you're on this. It's like, you don't even need AI for that. You could just have a computer program. If this, do this. Like, it's just like a pill. There's like, what is even the nuance why would you even need a doctor if that's really all you're doing? But not to bring
to write the prescription, because we can't write our own prescriptions.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's the only thing. Just that fancy signature that you can't read is the only thing. But luckily your doctor's on board. And it seems like I've been hearing more and more stories like that. People are coming around. People are so sick of being sick, and people are finding this way and they're telling people about it. It's hard to argue when you see healing like this. I sometimes I feel like I'm overhyping carnivore, but really I can't think of any other thing in the world, diet, intervention, medication, anything, where you witness people healing like they are doing this. There's nothing. Like I can't think of anything else. Like if you go from the standard American diet to plant-based, you're going to find healing from going from that, but still not the level of healing I'm seeing with people eating this way, eating proper human diet, getting the fat in, hormones balancing, like just everything improving. So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm doing a little bit of sauerkraut juice, just so you know.
Nice. Don't, we're not allowed to talk about that. Everybody flips out on the sauerkraut juice. I
Well,
don't even do the sauerkraut juice anymore. I did it like once or twice, and I just like the fermented yogurt that I make myself.
Yeah.
And Lane, it's funny, like I still get comments on that.
You're welcome.
A couple people just freaking out. I'm like, I'm pretty sure probably like 98% of carnivores probably have a little bit of dairy. I've never had any on carnivore until I started doing this yogurt like a couple months ago. Right. And now I'm 99% carnivore with 1 spoonful of fermented homemade yogurt that I make myself at home. And still some people flip out. It's funny how things.
Throw that movie in the garbage. You're not
right.
Anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like, forget about it.
Yeah. So. And it's almost like talking about fasting. That's another one. From time to time, I will fast, and I've talked about that. And that's the same thing. It's for one reason or another. It's a very polarizing thing where people are like, "Great, that's awesome, you're doing it," or "Oh my goodness, you're crazy, you're gonna die, you can't fast." It's a weird thing like that.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, I have.
Emma always say?
What do you say?
I'll do me and you do you.
Yeah,
I'll do me and you do you.
Right? Beep. Okay. So,
right.
But I have Crohn's disease. So when I heard about, how it potentially could help, I thought I'd give it a try. So with just straight carnivore, I got to about 50% better. Like I haven't 100% healed it. It's not 100% gone away. And I think by adding that, I've gone up another maybe 10, 15% better.
Wow.
I think so. I think like Thomas was saying before us, it's a journey. There's a journey.
Yes. And like, I love what he said too about, the greater the wound, the longer it will take to heal. Bill Knott said that too. I'm stealing everything from Bill, but that is so true. And some of us don't know how big the wound is. Like you can't see inside your body, but a lot of us are, if you have Crohn's disease or you have inflammation or you have a fatty liver going on, there's things going on inside that we can't see. So sometimes people get discouraged, but it's like your body's healing. It might just take a little bit of time, but.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 61 and I was 17 when I got Crohn's. So
wow,
it's a long time. It's a long time. Now at 22, I had 2 feet taken out. So, it's, I'm not like as bad as Lee, Lee Copas had whole colon taken out, but
right.
It's still, I'm 10 inches short in the colon.
Wow.
So,
oh, that's amazing how far you've come.
Yeah. Oh, I can't go back.
Yeah.
Can't.
And it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
It's only going to get better.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I've learned on this journey too is it's like there's different levels of carnivore, but when you get into that therapeutic ketosis, like more fat, less protein, that's really when some of the healing happens for some of the serious stuff. I don't know about Crohn's in particular, but I've heard that for many other things. It seems like that's really where a lot of the healing comes. That and time.
That and time. I agree. So May, are you going to be in Tennessee in May? Are you going to Tennessee in May?
Meat stock, yeah.
Meat stock, yes.
Yes, excellent.
Are you going to be there?
I already got my tickets already. I have a yeah, you too? Yeah,
I was coming too, yeah.
See you there.
That's good. Yeah, well.
Oh, wait. Have you been to many meetups?
First one. This will be my first one.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good one you picked.
You picked the best one. I'm sorry.
Well,
we've done a lot of Healing Humanity meetups too, so I should be careful, but our meetups are great. But this one in particular, just because everyone's going to be there. Like all of the good doctors that we watch on YouTube are going to be there. And not to give a little spoiler alert, but Healing Humanity, like it's going to be a big presence there. We got a lot going on with Scott, who's running it. My mom's going to be there too, which is pretty awesome.
Nice.
But it's
cool.
I can't wait. Weather's going to be amazing down there, and get out of the snow in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I
it'll
have
be
a,
warm by then.
I have a
Yeah.
timeshare. I have a timeshare there, so I'm gonna be there like the whole week. So if you want to come early, just let me know. If you want to go late,
Nice.
just let me know. But
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah,
Looking forward to seeing you there. Meet in person.
yep, for sure. Cool.
Awesome.
All right, I think my
Thanks.
4 minutes is up. Emma, you're not doing your job. Emma,
Thank you so much,
Oh my
Lynn.
God.
Your story's awesome. We really appreciate you coming on and sharing.
excellent. We'll see you
See you in
See you
May.
in Tennessee.
in May.
All
Bye.
right. Have a good night. Wow. This is fun.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it
like
fun?
this.
Wow. Do you know, Emma, that I was also diagnosed with Crohn's disease?
I didn't.
When I was younger than you, when I was 15 years old, I
Oh,
ended up
wow.
in the hospital. It was disgusting what happened, but I ended up in the emergency room and they diagnosed me with Crohn's disease, but I'm pretty sure it was a misdiagnosis. Put me on all sorts of medication too. The start of many stomach issues and health issues for me. Hey, I want to thank Pa Beater Bob. He did I saw it earlier and it disappeared. I don't know what happened. Let me see if I can find it. Hoosier Carnivore also gifted 5 Homestead Hall memberships. Thank you, Brett from Hoosier Carnivore, a great YouTube channel, a great friend of the channel. And Pa Beater also, there it is, gifted 5 Homestead Hall memberships. We do a members only live stream every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and all of the money from those goes 100% to Healing Humanity. Emma, when are you going to watch the Healing Humanity documentary that everyone in the world wants to see right now? People keep asking me when they want to see it, and you have it right here.
Well, I was planning to watch it when it was nice on the big screen.
It's on the big
So
screen now.
soon.
Now she has no more excuses.
Well, I'm so excited to watch it.
Emma's excited to watch it because Emma's in the credits.
Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but
you're in
put
the
that on my
credits
resume.
2 or 3 times. I think you were a camera operator. You were legit. If we do it in order in the credits, it'll say camera operator 1, or maybe 2. I
Okay.
probably filmed a little bit before you did, but Emma was the first one filming Bill Knott, who I think Bill's in the chat right now.
I have a story too. When we filmed Mimi, we wanted to get shots of her in the ocean, and there was so much jellyfish that washed on, and he was too scared to go in the ocean. So I don't mean to brag, but I also filmed that part too.
That is true. I was scared. I don't like those critters.
And
And it was freezing
what did
cold.
Mimi say? She was like, "Oh, they might sting you, but," or
You're carnivore,
she
you'll
said
be
like
fine.
the most thing that was just not reassuring at all. I was just like, "Oh, okay."
I forgot about that. So you filmed in Alaska and you filmed in South Carolina. Did you film anywhere else?
No, and I only did a little in South Carolina. I think that was.
I think
it.
some of it's in the documentary though. So Emma's in the credits.
Yeah, I'm a professional.
There is also one scene in the this was hilarious. There's one scene in the documentary that was in Hatcher's Pass, Alaska. We climbed a mountain, and when I say we climbed a mountain, I mean I climbed a mountain, and
We did too.
Emma and her sisters climbed 40% of the mountain.
No, it was high up. That was.
You
kinda
didn't make it to
scary.
the top though. And then I got a really cool drone shot going around at the top of this mountain. Like, is that the most beautiful place
Yeah,
you've ever been?
Yeah.
Is
Can't
it
wait to come back, Bill.
Hatcher's Pass?
What's that called that we're doing? Paragliding.
Paragliding with Bill Knott and Hatcher's Pass,
We're gonna
Alaska.
jump off a cliff with Bill.
It's going to be Emma paragliding, Bill paragliding, and then Daisy's going to have a little tiny parachute
Oh sure.
or a drone. We're going to fly Daisy with the drone to get the shot. Hatcher's Pass, Alaska, the most beautiful place ever. But there's a shot of me on the top of the mountain, and then Alyssa's like, "You should put me in the credits." I'm like, "Okay, well, why?" And she said, "Because that mountain shot." And if you look in the mountain shot, it's like a little pixel. It's like the size of a pepper grain. It's like a little. There's Alyssa down there. I'm like, "All right, you deserve to be in the credits too."
No, really?
She's in the credits. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
something like special appearance or something. Look really closely.
That's funny.
You know the other one that should be in the credits is Midlife Carnivore Lynn's dog. You guys will have to watch the documentary to see what I'm meaning. But
Aw.
we have a beautiful shot of Dave interviewing him, and there's a little photo bomb by Lynn's cute little dog. And he peeks his head around the
Aw.
corner. You gotta see
Dante's
it.
dog too when he was licking his face.
That's right. We had several.
What's his dog's name?
Several dogs. Dante's
I
dog's
know
name
you know it, but I forgot.
is oh, it's at the tip of my
Yeah.
tongue.
If I know the first letter.
Leave
I'll
in the
get it.
comment below Dante's dog's name.
I can't think of it.
All right, we ready for our next guest?
Yes.
Pop Eater Bob.
Drum roll.
Wait, hold on. Bob, how's it going?
Going well. How are you guys doing? Hope can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm doing well.
I'm doing great.
We are
Thank you.
thankful, and thank you so much. You were so generous with the giving out the membership. That's so nice of you.
Yeah, I actually did 10 tonight. I'm really trying to get my cousin Tammy, but I'll take whoever I get in the meantime.
Tammy is doing awesome too, by the way. Bob's cousin Tammy and I did a video together. And just to update everyone, including Bob real quick, I spoke to Tammy yesterday and we've already scheduled our next call together.
Oh, really?
Which it'll be right around 30 days. Tammy's doing awesome.
Wow.
She's from Wisconsin too. She's a fellow, she's our neighbor. Like, we got to stick together, us Wisconsinites.
Yeah.
Tammy is just, for those of you that don't know, Bob's like, Carrie, maybe this would be an interesting video because everyone that I've had on my channel has already found healing for the most part, except for maybe like one person. Wouldn't it be cool to have someone that's interested and they have good questions? And that's what Tammy
that
came
was
on.
a great idea.
Yeah.
That was such a fun video.
So many people, Bob, are commenting on that video like, this is so helpful. There's so many new people too that come and they're just shy, like they won't even ask questions like that. So it's all on there. So yeah, it's going to be, I think, maybe 2 weeks-ish. Will be about 30 days. We're going to do another video with Tammy, check in with her, but also answer more questions that people have subsequently asked on the YouTube video. There's so many good questions in the comments also. So
Yeah, and you could have her be the one that kind of asks the question, so it still looks like the same kind of a lead-in.
exactly. Yeah, and I'm sure she's got more questions. She's doing so good though. I'm so happy for her. Not that I doubted her, but it's just like anyone that starts this, there's always doubt. Like, it's such a hard thing for anyone to do. I give anyone and everyone that does this, I'm like, so much credit. You're awesome because a lot of people will just be like, no, that's too hard. That's too weird. That's too unusual. I'm just not going to do it. But anyone that's willing to do this, I think, is pretty awesome. I think that's why us carnivores love hanging out with each other, because pretty awesome group of people. If you're willing to do this, it takes some bravery to do something like this.
Yeah, we're pretty awesome.
So
speaking of pretty awesome, Bob, what's your story?
I was just going to say, for those that don't know who I am or what my story is, I started 902 days ago. So whatever that is, 2.5 years or so. August, the day before my birthday. I'm a Band-Aid ripper, so I just went from boxes of candy bars on the 19th to just eating meat on the 20th. But in the process of the last 2.5 years, I've lost 260 pounds of fat, type 2 diabetes. I've lost fatty liver, black hole depression, and who knows what else. I've never been much of one to go to doctors. So what I ended up doing was, when I got started on carnivore, I went and got all my blood stuff done at the local lab core. And based on that and talking with Dr. Barry, we kind of diagnosed what issues I might have, hiding in the background. So the only thing that I've got going on right now is I've been 300 pounds plus or minus for about a year. I'll get below, I've been as low as 293. I've been as high as 310. So it just keeps wandering around back and forth. I guess this is going to be my weight for a while. I am getting smaller. My pants keep getting looser. But yeah, it's been pretty much stable at that point. So that's kind of my short story. I did it under 4 minutes.
That's awesome.
I started it more for personal reasons.
Right. 260 pounds is amazing.
Yeah.
That's like just hard to wrap my brain around. Bob has shared before. He holds his pants up at some of our meetups, and it's remarkable. But then all the other things you've healed too. Oh, there we go. We're going to see the pants. 260 pounds is crazy. You know why too? That's what I started at. So,
you lost a whole you.
Bob, you lost a whole carry. There are the pants. Oh, you're fading out a little bit, but kind of saw them. There they are. Go. Wow. That is incredible.
Can you get a yay?
Oh, yeah. That is amazing. Yeah, you lost a whole carry. That's what I started at. I started at 262.
Wow.
You made me disappear. That's amazing. Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you, Bob. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing.
All right. Thank you guys too.
Yeah. Have a good night.
An interesting evening. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
260
Yeah,
pounds.
wow.
I know I'm going to say it now. 26 10-pound bowling balls. Like, everyone visualize that. I know I say it all the time, but really think, imagine if you had 26 here, it would be like a pyramid. It would be like this high. 26 bowling balls. This bowling ball's this big. 10 pounds. 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds. 26 of them. That's unbelievable. And then everything else he's healed. Crazy. All right, we got a couple questions. Ready for some questions?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good question for Emma. This is from Carnivore, New Jersey Shore, God's Girl. How would I go about making my cat a carnivore? Emma is the expert in the area of cats because our house is infested with them. I looked up the other day. I'm like, this is getting out of hand. There's animals
We
everywhere.
have 3 cats.
Dogs and cats. And how would she go about making your cat carnivore?
Okay, so what we did is we started off slow. We would add it into their kibble little bits by little bits, and as weeks went by, they just completely switched over to the raw meat. Which one do I look at? They switched over to the raw meat, and because you want to do it slowly, otherwise it will hurt their stomachs. And we grind it up ourselves because it saves us so much money. So I really would recommend investing in a meat grinder, and we do raw chicken, heart, and liver, and yeah, you can also go to the butcher sometimes. We have a butcher who does it, and you can get little bags of it too. You just got to really look around. And some people are like that they can't afford that and it's expensive, but we've saved so much money on it. And especially you got to think about all the vet bills that you're not going to be paying for. So I'll say my cat's sweet pea story real quick. So before we switched her to a raw-based diet to a proper cat diet, she would bump into everything. She couldn't see it all. Her eyes were foggy and shut, and you couldn't see the beautiful green in her eye. She couldn't hear well at all. You had to scream super high pitch for her to be able to hear. Switching to her has completely changed everything. Now she doesn't bump into anything at all, and she can see, and you could just talk to her normally like this, and she'll be able to hear you. So yeah, it's so life transforming. I would definitely do your research. There's a lot about it. Depends on how much your cat weighs. Like my sweet pea, she's a little cat. And there's also, if you have a Costco or Sam's Club, they have really good price treats. We get a big bag of freeze-dried treats, and I think it's like $15, but it lasts us a few months. So yeah, do your research.
Do your research is a good one too. There's lots of websites. Like Emma said, the weight of your cat can matter. And for those with the dogs too, there's difference between a dog doing carnivore and a human. Like on human, we're always like, fat. For a dog, you got to be careful. You can't give them too much fat or they're just going to be number 2 everywhere.
Yeah.
So do your research. But, and then the last thing I want to say real quick too, is you touched on this a little bit, the expensive part. Here's the other thing that you need to do the honest math when people say that, oh, that's so expensive if you're feeding your dog or cat carnivore versus the cost of kibble. When you feed your animal kibble, there's all sorts of horrible things going on in that kibble. I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm just going to talk about the fact that dogs are carnivores. Cats are carnivores.
Yeah.
Dogs and cats are carnivores. When you feed them grain, it's horrible for them for so many reasons, but also the amount of waste they have. So you're like, oh, look, I'm saving money. I'm giving them kibble. It's only X dollars for this kibble. But the dog or the cat poops out over half of that kibble. It's literally waste in and waste out, damages them, causes inflammation, but then they just poop it out. So if you do the true and honest math, you have to calculate that they're pooping half of that stuff out. You're literally paying twice as much as
And
whatever it says.
they're harming their bodies from it.
They're harming their body, vet bills and all that, but you're literally paying twice as much because they poop half of that out. It's complete waste in, waste out. And so many people I've talked to, ourselves included, my mom and my stepdad, perfect example. It's funny. My mom was telling me this the other day. I don't know, Mom, if you're on here, my stepdad, Bill, 2 dogs. They're both carnivore now. They're absolutely thriving. And he's like, the amount they poop is literally less than half of what they pooped before.
Yeah.
When they were eating kibble, they pooped over twice as much. Waste in, waste out. You got to calculate that into it.
And the cat litter boxes don't stink anymore. I remember before, I was like, oh my gosh, it was horrible. It was like awful. It was toxic. And
Because
now
carnivore
it doesn't
poop don't
smell.
stink. Carnivore poop don't stink.
I don't know about your.
Sugar Bear Motorsport says, Carrie, are you a pastor? No, I am not. No, I am not. I am much, much closer to God eating a proper human diet, though. All glory to God. I'm not a pastor. Question, is ketogenic the same as carnivore? Do you count calories? What are your macros? You count calories, Emma?
No, I just listen to my body and I eat when I'm hungry. And I eat until I'm comfortably full.
So is ketogenic the same as carnivore? Carnivore is just a stricter version of a ketogenic diet. That's a good way to think about it. It really depends, but I did a ketogenic diet and people have their own definitions. When I did a ketogenic diet, I aimed for 20 carbs or less. When I'm doing a carnivore diet, you get a little bit of carbs and eggs and things like that, but it's almost zero carbs. The difference between keto and carnivore is there's so much keto snacks and junks, and on keto you can have greens and produce and things like that, and those are inflammatory. There's glyphosate, pesticides, there's all sorts of issues with those things. People hold them up on such a high pedestal. In my opinion, with what I know now, they're a complete waste of time, detrimental to most people. They're not needed. I haven't had a single fruit or vegetable in over 1,000 days. Almost 3 years now.
Wow.
Haven't had one. You get everything you need in the proper proportion from eating a fatty piece of meat. All of the nutrients you need. That isn't me hyping up carnivore. That is literally the truth. You need for nothing else. You can't do that on a plant-based diet.
Yeah.
You tried.
I got enough vegetables.
You have to
I don't need
supplement.
any more.
You have to supplement. Emma has enough vegetables for her entire life. 32231 MM asks, can you explain how the meat stock in the Smokies works? Does the basic price get me into all the speakers?
That's a good question.
That is a great question. Go to meatstockconvention.com to answer that question. I'm not sure. I would gladly answer it. I'm not positive. I think there's a couple different levels. I can tell you this. If you go to meatstockconvention.com and you use promo code Healing Humanity, you can get $50 off your ticket.
Oh, wow.
But if you go to meatstockconvention.com, I'm sure it's explained there. I don't want to misspeak because I'm not sure how that works exactly. We got a comment from Mr. Ben, 4189. Thank you, Carrie. I prayed for help. The next day, your channel popped up. Down 46 pounds since April. He's in the 100 club at 199. Feel better than ever. That is incredible. I am happy that my channel helped you in some little way, but you are awesome for doing it. Most people wouldn't do what you did. So be proud of yourself. Look in the mirror, be happy. Most people would not be brave enough to do what you did. And I'll just say one more thing. Keep it up. Just gets better and better. It gets better and better. You will feel even better. Trust me. Carnivore Dan. We met Carnivore Dan. I met Carnivore Dan at Hack Your Health. We missed Carrie and Emma and Jen in Tampa this year.
Yeah.
Everyone's in Tampa right now.
I got
Dr. Kiltz.
flashbacks on my Snapchat memory from we went last year around this time.
You were there last year.
Yeah.
You were at the first national Dr. Kiltz meetup in Tampa.
That was a nice place.
Oh,
I wonder
it's
if they
beautiful.
did the same place.
Dan, I hope you had a great time. For everyone that was there, we're sorry we missed you. I so wanted to go so bad, but so much travel and so much going on right now. And the number one priority in my pocket. I'm so thankful. I regret not being there, but I'm so thankful. There's nothing else I could do at this point. Huge announcements coming soon on Healing Humanity, where you can watch it. Here's a question for Emma from Primal Eater 1. I started a YouTube channel to hopefully influence someone close to me to go carnivore. How do you get people to actually look at the channel? It's a good question.
If you have TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, you can repost it on that. I really just think if you keep posting and you stay consistent, more and more people will start watching it. Like, I first started off with getting a couple hundred of views, and then the more I post, the more views that I would get to help inspire others. I don't know. Do you have any more?
That was a good answer because if you're just starting YouTube, a lot of people are already on Facebook, for example. So posting your videos to Facebook, that can be a good way to spread your reach so your friends and family and others can see what you're doing and then spread the awareness because they might not even know that you're doing YouTube. So that's a good way. But yeah, what Emma said, it's tough on YouTube when you first start out. I'm so happy you're doing YouTube. Think of YouTube this way if you're just starting out. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. It keeps you accountable.
Yeah.
Lynn, Midlife Carnivore Lynn, did YouTube from day one. Bill Knott, amazing YouTube channel. There's a lot of carnivores that just do YouTube to be accountable to themselves. But then over time, it builds up, and now you're starting to inspire other people to find healing, and that ripple effect starts to happen. So I would say just keep doing what you're doing. And you mentioned you're trying to influence someone close to you to go carnivore. outside of YouTube and sharing your story there, which is incredible, be an example. Sometimes that takes time, but be an example. Us carnivores, we've all been there. We find this incredible healing, and then you want everyone else to have it too. It's one of the only downsides of carnivore. You see your uncle, you see your neighbor, you see your friend, and they're sick and they're suffering. You're like, just do this. I know it'll work. And they won't listen to you. I have taken peace in knowing that I can only control me. You can never control someone else. I didn't control you and make you go carnivore, did I?
No, I saw him thrive and I wanted to
Did
thrive
I force
too.
you to go carnivore?
Yeah, he forced me.
I forced her. I've had that comment from people. You forced your whole family to go carnivore. Please. You think I forced mom to go carnivore?
Please.
She's the bully and the boss.
I'll do me and you do you. That's what they all do too.
I have realized through Jen and my girls and just living life, and this is a lesson for Emma. You can never, ever, ever in your life change someone else. You can't force your will upon them and force them to eat the way you're eating. You can, though, inspire them. How do you inspire them? Not by telling them, just listen to me, just do this, just do this. You inspire them by doing it yourself and being the best example you can be. They're going to see you healing and they're going to start asking questions, and then you're going to plant little seeds that you're not going to do, and it's more of a passive thing.
Alyssa said you started because of me, so.
Alyssa started because she was inspired by you, but not because you forced her to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat you up, Alyssa, if you don't do this. She never would have listened, especially Alyssa. She never would have listened.
Yeah. Also, another thing for the YouTube is to post shorts. Apparently, that's the best way. And what you can do is, people find it really interesting and inspiring. Just post what you eat in a day. Like, you can just be like, hey, this is what I eat in a day on Carnivore, and just post that. And then the short little videos get a lot of views too. So then people will subscribe to you and then watch your longer form videos too. So
that is a great tip. And the shorts thing in particular is a great way to start. If you're brand new on YouTube, that's a great way to start practicing YouTube. Like, if you do a big long video, that's a lot of work and a lot of time. Try, if you're just starting out and you want to practice, try doing a little short video. So for me, for example, I did a video the other day. It was a 3-minute short, and it was just about chuck roast and how you can take a chuck roast and you can get a chuck eye steak out of it. You can get a Denver steak out of it. It was a simple video, but it was like a little story. I think I called it the most disrespected meat around, but I did it as a little short, and that's a great thing. Oh, great way to practice YouTube. And like Emma said, YouTube gives those shorts so much more credit.
Yeah,
way more credit.
I'm saying that. Well, I need to get on top of that too. So I'll do it with you. Let's stay consistent on posting.
Yeah. Sugar Bear Motorsports, thank you so much for the super chat. Every penny we get from the super chats goes to healing humanity. But you're done. You said you're done. No, we want to do this series.
There's more.
There's more. I'm more excited about the series.
Yeah, same.
I want to do a whole episode on mental health, a whole episode on depression, a whole episode on carnivore teenagers starring Emma. Could you imagine?
Oh, sure.
Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate that. What are the macro percentages for carnivore? Unfortunately, I don't have a good answer for this. Here's the thing, Sugar Bear. I know you're brand new to this. I don't do any of that. I've never done any of that. I don't know my macros. I don't know my percentages. I don't know any of this. That is the beauty of carnivore, not tracking that. Because I want to be thorough and give you a good answer, some carnivores do. It's kind of rare, but do you track macros and percentages on carnivore? Please leave a comment so we can help out Sugar Bear Motorsports. The beauty on carnivore that I learned early on is I eat till I'm comfortably full.
Yeah.
And that's it. I also learned early on that
body.
Listen to your body, and you can hear your body so much more clearly on carnivore when you're not having 1,000 other inputs. That's like noise, right? All of these snacks and sauces and side dishes and spices, they're all gone. You can listen to your body. I eat fatty meat until I'm full, and that's it. I don't overcomplicate it. I don't think about it. The only thing that I've learned is, depending on where you are in your journey, fat is important. In other words, you don't, Sugar Bear Motorsports, want to just start carnivore and eat chicken breasts for your entire carnivore journey for 10 years. That's not going to work. Now, you could have a lot of body fat, and you could have a little chicken breast here, a little bit of this there. Your fat ratio may change as your body fat changes on your body. So when I first started, I was 100 pounds heavier than I am today. I didn't have to eat that much fat. I could get away with eating more chicken breasts, and I would be just fine. Once my body fat left my body, I no longer have that fuel for energy, that fat for fuel. So now on my carnivore journey, I have to eat more fat. So that ratio has changed, but I still don't track it. I've never measured it. I've never said, oh, I'm getting like 17% this or that. I've never done any of that. I just eat fatty meat till I feel good, and then I don't do it anymore.
Especially because everyone's different too.
But check the comments, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that will have some ideas. There's a couple people. Your sister Lily, she's been doing carnivore now, I think for a month. She's been doing really well. She doesn't do it like I do it at all, and I'm so happy with that. You do whatever you want. She writes down everything. Like, she writes down every single thing, which is great. Like, I would recommend writing down exactly what you eat and then how you feel. Keeping a log is so important. Yeah. Lily also writes down her macros and the percentages and all of that stuff, and she counts her calories. I don't do any of that. But if that helps you, by all means, do it. And the best advice I can give you is, whatever you do, get a pen and a notebook and write it all down. If you write it down and you do it consistently day after day, it's going to be so helpful for you. You're going to have a day where your sleep is incredible, your energy is incredible. Flip back, look in the notebook, and be like, oh, what did I do differently? Oh, I ate more fat. Oh, I ate later in the day. Oh, I did this. And you can really track it all back to that. Then there's also something about being intentional and writing your goals down. Emma, do you have any goals that you write down?
I've actually, so my memory is really bad. So I've been trying to not journal, but I just write down how I feel. And then I have like little graphs that I made. It's just fun to draw too. I just do random stuff in it. Do I have any goals?
Yeah. What's your long-term goal?
For this year?
Yes. Or for your entire life? For
this year, I want to work out every Monday to Friday and try hard, be more productive. My sister Katie and I have been working so hard on compassionatecarnivore.store. But my goals, I want to get off my phone. I have been doing really good with that, actually. Stop with the screen time. I just want to be able to go outside and sit in the sun, but it's so cold out, so I can't wait for summer. I know in summer I'm going to be much more productive too. But yeah, that's pretty much my goals. Yeah, I guess like I'm going to steal his. Parking away the furthest. If it's not dark outside, parking away far in the parking lot so that you can walk.
Okay, here's another question for Emma. Emma, I just found out I have a nodule on my thyroid. Do you know if carnivore helps get rid of nodules or at least shrinks them?
I'm not a doctor.
Emma just said she's not a doctor. I'm not a doctor either. That might be a good question for one of the good doctors. We're just individuals. I will give you my best answer, though, as an idiot homesteader who barely graduated high school. I have interviewed all of the good doctors, but I would say, do you know if carnivore helps get rid of nodules or at least shrink them? I would be confident in, if I had a loved one with nodules, I would say 100% do this. And I don't think all nodules are from inflammation, but correct me if I'm wrong, I think most of them are from inflammation. And carnivore is the best way in the world, in my opinion, to get rid of inflammation. And no matter what your ailment or issue is, I always say this. People will come to me all the time, Emma, and they'll say, will carnivore help with X? Will carnivore help with Y? Will carnivore help with Z? And it's not because I'm overhyping carnivore, but I think the answer is yes in almost every case. Why? Because when you do carnivore, you get rid of inflammation, you get rid of insulin resistance. Those two things are the precursor to so many health issues. When you do carnivore, your hormones regulate because you're eating fat. Your hormones need fat. Your brain is made of fat. So now your hormones regulate. So now your sleep is improving. Now your immune system gets stronger. If you have no inflammation, no insulin resistance, your sleep is improved. Your immune system is stronger. No matter what you're dealing with, nodules or cancer or type 2 diabetes, some autoimmune disorder, your odds of healing are so much greater if you're setting your body up for success. So my answer would be 100% yes.
99%.
99% for Emma, 100 for me. Charger Mopar Rick was in the Tampa meetup too. Tampa meetup was awesome. Rick, I hope you're doing well. I saw that you were there. I didn't get to watch much of it, but I saw a little bit of a live stream. I saw Charger Mopar Rick was there, and Old Guy Carnivore Mitch. Love Old Guy Carnivore Mitch. He's incredible. You know why I like Old Guy Carnivore Mitch so much? He's older than I am, of course, but we're like brothers from another mother. Everything that I ever hear Old Guy Carnivore Mitch say, I'm like, yep, oh yeah, yep, oh yeah, more of that. Everything he says. Plus, he speaks the truth. That's what I like about a lot of carnivore influencers. There's a lot of misinformation and garbage going on in the world and biased junk you hear when you're watching mainstream news or whatever. Old guy Carnivore Mitch, you know for sure you're going to be hearing the truth. Same thing with Dante Ferrigno. Random Adventures. I was near Tampa filming and I was wondering if it was going to be down there again this year. Just got to Georgia the other day. Random Adventures 2.0. That's awesome. All right. Emma, Carnivore Power Hour. We're going to do this again next week?
Yeah.
Who's going to be brave next week and come on and share their story? You. Emma and I are going to do this next week. We're going to
Put
do
on
it.
your calendar, 7:15 p.m. What are we, Central?
Practice in front of a mirror. No practice. Just come right on. You're Carnivore. You can do it. 7:15 Central. Share your story of healing, and you have about 4 minutes. We got one more question here. Do you feel that plants are deadly to humans?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that some plants are used for medicine, but you're not meant to consume the amount that people consume today. Like, especially how people eat things that aren't in season. Like, that's not natural at all. Does that make sense?
that's a great answer, Emma. Wow, you're getting good
I
at
know.
this.
I'm pretty
I
smart.
was going to say the exact same thing. I think that plants, they have their place for certain situations, like maybe medicine.
Yeah, I want to learn about that. Learn about all the herbs and stuff.
I think if our ancestors saw what we were doing right now, they'd be like, why the hell are they eating all the medicine? What are they doing?
It's not even medicine anymore. Like a banana. Oh my gosh, me and Katie went to the grocery store yesterday. We're like, what the heck? It's huge. They're
They're
what is
mutants.
that word?
They're mutants.
What is that word called? They're so
Modified.
Yeah, genetically is that it or no?
Yeah.
They're so
or
modified.
Another
Like,
word is
it's not
perverted.
what it used to be at all. There's so much. It's not good.
Not
And the
natural.
pesticides. Not good. You can't just rinse it off.
So are you going to eat a plant now and drop dead? No. Is it a slow death? 100%. It's inflammatory. These plants nowadays, they're full of pesticides, forever chemicals. Glyphosate is a huge problem. I'm never going to shut up about it. It is a huge problem. And people are like, it's the dose that matters. And meanwhile, they're consuming plants breakfast, lunch, dinner, 5, 6, 7 times a day. Low dosages of poison chronically for years and years and decades and decades. You're not going to eat a plant and die instantly, but it's a slow death. It's chronic systemic inflammation, and it's completely unnecessary. It is 100% unnecessary. And throughout all of history, all of mankind, we always prioritized meat. As Dr. Berry says, we've been eating meat for as long as we've been breathing air and drinking water. And when we were poor and we were starving, we would resort to plants.
Yeah, I like what he says. How is that him who said about a deer in the wild? You don't see like a deer with acne or a fat deer.
I think I said that actually.
Oh, really? No, I thought
I haven't used that one in a long time. No,
I'm pretty sure
I
said that.
stole Dr. Chafee has said before, every species has a species appropriate diet. A koala bear eats eucalyptus, a cow eats grass, but certain types of grass. And I think I made that part up, but I might be wrong. I probably stole it from someone. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, that just reminded me of it.
I'll just say it real quick. This is what I said before, and if I copied Dr. Chafee or Dr. Berry, I'm sorry, but it was, if you saw a deer in the wild and its belly was dragging on the grass and it had patches of fur missing and it had acne all over its face and it was hobbling around because it was arthritic, you would be like,
that's crazy.
shoot that thing. That poor animal's sick and dying. But if you look around in the world right now and you go to any grocery store or Walmart
It
right
just
now,
don't normalize.
90% of people walking around are just like that deer I just described.
People die so fast now. I thought I saw something where the expected living is like 70 years old or something now.
72. Average life
72.
expectancy.
That's absolutely insane and so sad. And
It's going
more
in the-
kids are getting obese too.
It used to be higher. Like, I think it was 2 years ago was the first time that the average life expectancy went in the wrong direction. It used to continually go up. Like, we would live longer and longer and longer. It's going down now. It's
Yeah.
crazy. With all the medication and all the advancements in technology, people getting to 72.
Is that just in the US? Because I feel other countries definitely live longer. It's absolutely crazy what is allowed here.
I think the U.S. is the worst for sure.
Yeah. Why? Because they want money. They want you to be sick. They want you to buy the junk food.
Well,
so
and
that
the
you can-
problem is they're indoctrinated. Like, you were born into this more than I was. When I was your age, my mom made decent food, and then I started getting junk food later. You're born into, like, your peers, like, let's go to Starbucks and this much coffee and it's this much sugar. and it's this much chemicals. It's
Caramel
crazy.
frappuccino that I'd always get. You know those sugar cubes? There's probably like 100 or 200 of them in there. Probably
Just
more. Yeah.
Garbage, pure garbage. Just lighting up your brain like a Christmas tree. What is going on
Yeah, it's so
here?
sad. You like in school you go and then there's breakfast, there's funnel cake, chocolate milk.
Funnel cake for
don't-
breakfast.
Don't worry, there's a side of grapes, so it's okay. It's healthy if you eat the grapes and as long as you drink the milk. Even the chocolate milk, that's healthy, that's good, so it's fine. You take your ACT test, they give you peanut butter and jelly and goldfish.
Are the kids just sitting there like this, like just shaking and twitching? Like if I would be twitching. I'd be like a
No.
drug
It's more
addict,
like
like
everyone in school is like dead, like so tired and exhausted.
just completely exhausted.
Especially school too, like thank God I'm done with that. But no, but by the time you come home it's already dark outside and you're just sitting under the what's that word called for?
Fluorescent lights.
Horrible. It's so horrible.
Many, so here we go. To answer the early questions, many proper human diet influencers say to aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of desired body weight. That's how I started, but now higher fat. So there's some more specifics on the specifics of it. Emma, just talking about school again real quick, because this is interesting. So we kind of pulled you out of school and did the home school, at school, home, at home. You were at home.
Yeah, there was the COVID time where you had that we had that nice camper and then you tried to teach us on your own with stuff and we
how'd that work out?
That was horrible. And then I actually liked it, but I kind of became less social.
You had a good argument that was hard to argue against, and it was that like you're sitting under fluorescent lights, trapped for 8 hours, and then I'm like, well, I had to do it, just suck it up. But if you think about it, and what we were talking about with Becky earlier, the further you get away from what is natural, the sicker we get. And it is completely unnatural throughout the history of mankind to take a child, pump them full of sugar and carbohydrates and processed junk and food dyes,
and they just sit there all day.
and then lock them in a chair under fluorescent lights. And then they get to the end of the day and it's not even sunny out anymore here in Wisconsin. So they get no sunshine the whole day, fluorescent lights, sugar and candy. And then you know what happens to them? You have to take them to the doctor to give them ADHD medication because they're out of control because it's just them. It's not all the sugar you're giving them, the fact you're locking them in a chair and making
and
them
a lot of kids get depressed because of all that.
When you went to school, did it just get worse and worse, or did you even notice it? Was it just always kind of bad?
For what?
Like junk food and garbage and people just kind of zoning
I don't
out?
remember what it was, but what we got when we were younger. Probably the same thing. I don't know. I hated school. Do you remember what they fed you in school, in high school?
Yes, junk. But it wasn't as bad as yours, but it was still junk. Like I remember it would be like...
Ours is like ultra processed.
Yeah, they'd have like a cheeseburger and like crinkle fries and chicken tenders. And it was always the same thing every week. Like, oh, it's going to be pizza now. But then they had the big salad bar, but it was just chocolate milk and grapes. And I remember we had... This is crazy. Do you have this? When I was in high school, and I graduated in 1999.
Well, I'm just kidding.
Back in it, right before 2000, we had a thing called snack bar.
What?
For 1 hour out of the day, we would go to a room that had snacks in it. It was called snack bar.
I wish we had that. No,
it was supposed to be like study hall, and you just go there and eat candy and snacks. The room had 6 vending machines in it. So listen, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, you bring back memories. I would go to the vending machine.
Oh, I got a story.
I would get my stash out of the vending machine, and then I would go behind the vending machine. They were off the wall like this, and I had this little hiding space, like I was stashing food back there. I had a little cache of food. I would hide back there. So like when I'd run out of money or whatever, I'd have extra candy and stuff. I'd go back there. That was 1 hour out of my day in the American education system. Snack bar. Let's go to snack bar right now. You already had lunch and recess and snack bar.
The vending machine at our school, there was one where you could stick your hand under and grab something from it. I didn't do that.
No. Bill says he's dealing with a bit of flooding disaster in here all day. Oh, no.
That's the worst.
How are you flooding? I figured you were frozen like an ice cube out there right now. You got some melting?
Oh, that's awful.
Do I have to marry a carnivore? Emma has to, right? I
mean, I would want them to be healthy.
I've said that to the girls many times. Like an old Italian grandmother, the old Italian grandmother would be like, just find yourself a nice Italian boy. I'm like, just find yourself a nice carnivore. It would be weird if you did, if they weren't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess wouldn't be necessary, but
I mean, if I want to live long with someone, I want them to be healthy. Is the movie done upstairs?
I think it's wrapping up.
Yeah. I gotta
Okay,
pee
we got
too.
one last question. Is coffee allowed on carnivore? This last question is going to Emma, and I hope you guys will join us next week. And before Emma answers this question, is coffee allowed on carnivore? I just want to say it one more time because there's a whole bunch of people on here now that weren't on here before. Emma will be speaking in front of a large group of individuals in Charleston, South Carolina, along with Mimi Morgan, who's diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Dr. Kiltz will be there, Dr. Nelson, Lynn Tucker, Ribeye Ranger Jim, Adam Lacey, Lynn, Midlife Carnivore, and myself will all be speaking and sharing incredible stories of healing, behind-the-scenes footage never before seen from the documentary. Join us, Charleston, South Carolina, February 21st. Emma, what do you think? Is coffee allowed on carnivore?
Okay, so I always say this: I'll do me and you do you. So a lot of people have different versions of carnivore. Some people add avocados, pickles, coffee. Everyone just does what works best for them. But if you're starting off carnivore for 30 days, I really recommend don't have coffee. Try it without so that you'll know how you feel. But I personally, I love coffee. And some people have problems with it where it messes up their sleep and things. Like I said, everyone's different, and you just have to do what works best for you. Does that answer that?
I wasn't listening, but I think you answered it. Yeah. So many carnivores do coffee. My advice is you do you, I'll do me. No, my advice is there's a lot of people that when they start carnivore, it's such a shock. It is such a big change that to do that and also quit coffee, you may be setting yourself up for failure. So it might be better for people like that to keep the little bit of the coffee in, do carnivore with the long-term goal of getting rid of the coffee. If it's too much to bite off at one time, but there's a lot of carnivores, your mother included, that are very successful on carnivore and they keep the coffee in there. But there's also, the truth matters. Don't get offended. You do you. Drink all your coffee. I don't care. The truth matters. I've talked to a lot of carnivores that when they did get rid of the coffee,
They thrive even more.
they thrive
Yeah.
even more and they feel so much better and they wish they would have done it earlier because coffee is a plant and there's problems with it too.
Yeah, it's hard to get off it too,
lot of
especially if you get
mold in
off it, you
coffee.
can get headaches. But then, yeah, so try to find a clean coffee. Actually, that's a good point.
And if you need to switch up your drink, I was never addicted to coffee. I was addicted to diet soda. One thing that helped me on my carnivore journey was carbonated water, mineral water. And that
Especially
helps-
in a nice fancy glass.
yeah, the Topo Chico, that stuff is good stuff. If you're trying to get rid of soda or kind of wean yourself onto a different drink, like it's just, I love water now. Literally, I'm not even, this isn't an exaggeration. Every single time I drink water now, I say, I'm so thankful for water. I say it out loud. It's like annoys my family now, but it's true. I'm so thankful for water. It literally is exactly and only what my body needs, and I give it to it, and then I'm good to go. So, but if you need a little something, maybe some mineral water. All right, we're wrapping it up now. Emma's got places to go, things to do. Next week,
Yeah, I'm making goldfish. I gotta go home and check out.
Emma's
it.
making carnivore goldfish. Stay tuned to Emma's channel. If you need carnivore recipes, Emma the Carnivore.
Yeah, check out my channel, please.
Check out her channel. Go subscribe right now. There's a link. I think there's a link in the description below. Or you're also streaming this to your channel.
Yeah.
Emma the Carnivore on YouTube. And also check out Bill Knott's channel. He's got his new channel up. He's got some amazing, his last video was incredible. I think he's got like 30,000 views on it. If you guys didn't see that video, you are missing out. Go watch Bill Knott. Go subscribe. And if you want to watch my channel too, I'm not going to mind, but I did a video this morning that I worked my butt off on. It was a
Which
deep
one was it?
expose video on forever chemicals and
Oh, you did that one?
biosludge and how our meat and
That took
water.
him a long time to do.
Just watch it for 5 minutes. Like, I think it's pretty good.
Good.
I'm proud of that video. I worked so hard on
How's it
that
doing
video.
so far?
Not as good as I'd like.
Oh,
Could always do better. Like some stinking meatball video I did's got more views than this one. I'm like, this video is important. It's affecting a lot of people, including farmers. So
so share it with your friends, please.
share it with your friends and make sure compassionatecarnivore.store.
You can use code TALLOW15 for 15% off. And where'd my lip balm go? Do you have it? Oh, and TALLOW15, code TALLOW15 for 15% off your order and 2 free lip balms.
Camera one.
100% pure and natural.
Properhairhold.com, link in the description below if you want to support a local 6th-generation farmer. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are thankful, grateful, blessed, and we're going to end it with this.
We wish you all the very best today and all in